Hey guys, welcome back to my channel C4Dwala, and in today's video we are going to create this simple but cute 3D egg illustration inside of Cinema 4D, and we will also use Photoshop to enhance this little bit. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Cinema 4D. So let's start by creating our egg. Let's choose sphere, press Alt D on your keyboard to create this kind of stuff. Now increase the segments, let's say to 30 like this, or let's make it 40 because we don't want to add our subdivision surface again. So let's make it 50. Now press C to make this object editable, then press T to increase the scale like this. Yep. So as you can see, this is looks like egg, but it's not a proper egg shape, so we have to add some deformers. So I'll go to the deformers and I'll choose one deformer called taper. So click on it and move this over here inside the sphere and make it fit to parent and increase the strength, so it will make this egg looking shape. Now select this sphere and this taper, right click and then connect object plus delete. Now choose our cube and increase the size of this cube. Go to the top view, press E and simply move this over here like this. Now this looks good to me. Now go to the options over here and choose bull. Select this cube and this pair and make it a parent with this bull like that. Now select this pair and move this over here, so we'll get this cut. Now select this bull and over here you will choose hide new edges, so we'll get something like this shape. Yeah, this looks good. Now go to the options of shapes and select this pair. Go over here, press T and scale it down, something like this. Press E, move this over here. Let's increase the scale a little bit like this, and I'm going to increase the segments to 60 or let's say 50. Then press C, press T and scale it like that. Press E and move this over here like this. Select this pair and move this over here. Now add one sphere. Let's decrease the size and let's move this over here. Now we have to create some eyes for this egg yolk. Select this pair, press C to make this editable, press T and scale it like that. Then again select this pair by holding Ctrl. I'll create duplicate, press T and scale it like that. Press E, move this over here a little bit, press T again to scale it, press E. Let's move this over here. Go to the front view by holding Ctrl, create duplicate, press T, scale it like that. Press E, move this over here, again hold Ctrl and by holding Ctrl I'll create the duplicate, press T, scale it like that. Press E and move this over here. Go over here, select this, let's bring it over here. Select this and this, move this over here like this. Select this one, let's move this over here like that. So if you see, we'll get something like this. Let's move this forward, press R for rotation, rotate it like that, so we will get something like this. Select this, go to the top view, press S, rotate it like that. Go to the front view, we will rotate it like that. Yep, this looks good to me. Now select all of them, not this one but this one. Hold Alt G, let's call this as I and hit enter. Then go over here, press E, go to the front view, move this over here, press T for scaling option, scale it like this. Press E, move this over here, go to the right view, move this over here, press R for rotation and rotate it like this. Go over here, press E, by holding Ctrl, create a duplicate it. So we will get something like this. Now select this eyes like this, press T and scale it like that, press R, rotate it like that, press E and move this over here. So if you see, we will get something like this. Now select our camera, enable it, go to the camera option and choose parallel. So we will get this kind of look. Now select this, press S and zoom out a little bit, or press Ctrl Shift Z, or instead of this parallel view we will choose perspective view so we don't get this kind of error. Now select this camera, go to the field of view and let's decrease this, and now we'll enable and disable this camera again, and then we will zoom out like this. If you hit Ctrl R, we will get something like this. Now select all of them and hold Alt G and let's call this as egg and hit OK, press R, rotate it like that and then rotate it like that. Let's move this over here, and if you hit R, we will get something like this. Now we will apply our color. So double click, apply this to over here. Let's go over here, and as you can see we have applied. Let's apply this to the bull, so we will get this color over here. Double click, choose luminance and let's make it 75 or let's say 50. With Ctrl R, we can see the shape. Now double click to create another layer and apply this to this one. Double click, go to the color, choose yellow color of yolk, go to the luminance, choose yellow color over here also, and brightness, let's make it 75. Hit Ctrl R, you will get something like this. Now double click, choose this color and apply to this one and this one, and we will choose black color like this. Now double click and apply these colors to this, then this, then to this, to this and this. If you hit Ctrl R, we will get something like this. Select this and apply this white color. Now double click, choose luminance, and if you hit Ctrl R, we will get something like this. Now our shapes are added. Select this eye and this eye, or let's say both the eyes. Press W and let's move this a little bit. You hit Ctrl R, something like this. Let's move this camera like this. Now we have to add some lights, so go to the lights, select this area light, go to the top view, move this light over here, press R, rotate it like this, then rotate it like this. Go to the right view, press E, W and move this over here. Now select this light, shadow, I am going to choose area. If you hit Ctrl R now, as you can see, we will get this kind of shape. Now select this light and move this light over here, press R, W and rotate it like that. If you hit Ctrl R, we will get this kind of stuff like this, or you can move this light over here instead of here, and let's press R for rotation and rotate it like that. Let's see, we'll get something like this. Now select this light by holding Ctrl, move this over here, press R for rotation, rotate it like this, and over here select this light, and I'm going to choose different color like this color, and intensity let's make it 50, and let's see, we'll get something like this. If you change the color, obviously you will get a different results. Let's make this white only, so you'll get this kind of illustration. Now select this, and I'm going to select this color again, and let's make this to 75. Let's close it, and if you hit Ctrl R, we'll get this kind of results. Just rotate our camera a little bit, let's make it 67, and let's see. Like this. And if you want, then you can select this color, apply this to sphere and again create another one, and you can apply this color to the cube. So if you see, as you can see, we have different colors for the back one and the middle one. So you can select this color now, and you can apply luminance, and you can change the brightness. And if you see, we will get different shades, one at the back and one at the front. Let's decrease this something over here, and if you hit Ctrl R, we'll get something like this. Yeah, now you can select this pool, and if you want, then you can apply subdivision surface also. But as you can see, we'll get some weird looking shapes, but the final output will be awesome like this. Now select this black color and go to the reflectance, and let's decrease the specular strength to, let's say, 8, and see, we'll get this kind of results. I think we don't need the subdivision surface. Let's delete it. So yep, this is gonna be our egg session. Now we will go to the what we call render settings. Let's lock the ratio and let's make it 1080, resolution 300, current frame only. Go to the save options, choose PNG format, enable alpha channel, and save the location of this output. Like, I'll call this egg over here, save like this, and press shift R, so it will render our outcome. Now go to the Photoshop, and I'm going to import my egg over here in Photoshop, and let's increase the size of it like this. Now select this background color, and I'm going to apply this bluish color. Alt backspace like this. Select this egg, press V, press Ctrl T to rotate it like this. You can increase the size. Press Ctrl J to duplicate it. Move this over here. Hit Ctrl T. Rotate it like, scale it down. Move this over here. Press Ctrl J again. Move this over here. Press Ctrl J. Move this over here. Press Ctrl J to duplicate it. Move this over here. Press Ctrl J. Sorry. Ctrl J. Ctrl J. Ctrl J. Like this. Now we will select any one out of it. We'll go to the filter. We have forgot to move this over here. Select any one of it. Go to the filter, choose blur, and choose Gaussian blur, and let's make it 6. Select this one by holding, I'm going to, or let's say shift. Select, we will select some random things. Go to the filter, or I think we need to select them singly. Select this filter, go to the blur and choose Gaussian blur, and apply the same. Select this one, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, let's make it 12. Select this one, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, let's make it 2. Select this one, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, let's make it 5. Select this one, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, let's make it 2. Select this one, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, let's make it 20. Like this. So now we have successfully applied all our blurriness. Select all these X, hold Ctrl G, right click, go to the blending options and choose drop shadow. Select this drop shadow, choose black color, hit OK. Opacity let's increase, distance let's decrease a little bit like this. Let's increase the distance, and we will change this angle also somewhere over here. And for the color, first we will choose this blue color, and then we will choose the darker version of this blue. like this and hit OK. Oh sorry, hit OK over here, then hit OK over here. So as you can see, we can create this kind of egg illustrations. Now there is another thing you can do. Select this text. I'm going to type any text, let's say subscribe. Select this text, hit Ctrl T, scale it. Obviously you are free to choose any text you want. Let's increase the scale. Instead of semi-bold, select this text, press T, select this text. I'm going to choose lighter, or let's say regular version of this font. Hit Ctrl T, scale it like that. Yep. Now move this thing inside this group, and we will select this one and bring this at the top of it. Or you can do another thing, select this subscribe or move them in the middle of this X, so some eggs will appear on the text like this. And now select this text and move this over here to this one. So now some are above the text and some are below the text. Now select this text, hit Ctrl J, and now we will bring this text at the top of it. Now select this text, create a new layer, go to the edit option, choose stroke. We will choose, let's say, this blue stroke and hit OK and hit OK. So now it will create this blue stroke. Hit Ctrl D to deselect it and we will hide this one. So we will get some outlines over here like that. So yep, with the help of Cinema 4D and Photoshop you can create this kind of 3D illustrations. And now you can select this text, and by holding Ctrl you can select this text and you can change the position of them like this. So yep, this is our final output.